I hope you're well. Welcome to my channel. It's where I talk about twin flame process. So this reading is for the new moon, which is coming into Cancer, and it's going to be new in the UK on July the 17th, which is Monday at 7:35 p.m. Okay, before I get started, just to let anyone know, if you want to get a personal reading or do a Skype session, you can contact me through my website, and the link is in the description box below the video. Okay, so let's see what they want to tell us about the new moon specifically, which is coming about in just over, it's about 36 hours, I think, from now. Let's have a look. So they're showing me the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, they just said intellect. So it's about the Page of Swords is about the mind, the small mind, the ego. It's about pursuing earthly pursuits through your intellect. So using your brain, basically, is what they're saying for this particular reading. So far, what else have we got? Got the World card showing in my head, with a horse in the middle, and the horse is rearing up, and the pattern in the World card, like around the edges, looks like loads of hands clapping, so people being cheered on, basically, and this horse rising up is about well, the horse has got a figure on its back. The figure looks like a clown, so it's kind of like fun and laughter somehow. This horse is representing like excitement, they're saying, basically. All the fun of the fair. Wheels are turning, they're saying. Something's changing. Something's shifting at this new moon. And again, they show me a clown, this time on a unicycle, which is about balancing acts, tricks, feats of the impossible, they're saying. The impossible. Right, let's get some cards out. Something's happening that's the impossible dream, basically. Feels like at this new moon. Something completely out of the blue, they're saying. They're saying there will be discordant energy because there's something coming out of the blue. So it's like a shake-up. So fluctuations in your energy, physically, feeling up and down and all over the place. Maybe feeling lost, confused. This is all at the build-up to the moon. So that could be right now. And feeling shaken up, basically. Right, let's have a look. I don't know if I cut these, I'm just going to do it again. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got for the new moon coming up? The Star, which is healing potential. Questions answered, they just said. The after effects of the moon, they're saying very gentle, very negligible. So whatever is arising now. Oh, sorry, my dog just nearly fell off the. She's all right. She nearly fell off the seat. Sorry about that. Right. So you see, that's the kind of thing, right? Shake up in the energy. Things to set you off balance. So we've got negligible energy after the moon. So what's coming up before it is going to be all these like kind of sporadic little events, maybe like your dog falling off the seat, stuff like that. the moon coming out of the blue and coming before the moon. After the moon, it feels like it's all very, very gentle, the energy. Very, very, it's going from discordant, they're saying, to very harmonic, harmonized. So it's a complete switch after the moon, basically. It's what the moon's bringing in, they're saying. It's bringing in the healing. Knight of Swords, clarity. And also Knight of Swords is spoken word, written word, incoming information, incoming clarity, questions answered, and getting the answers, basically. So it could be that you get the answer to something over the moon. Maybe it's coming from inside yourself, question that you've been wanting the answer to for a long time. You're just arising inside a self, coming out of the blue, coming from the unconscious. Moon is the unconscious. Feels like it could be that. Slowly coming through, basically. It could be coming from outside of yourself. An answer coming outside of yourself. Let's see what else we've got here. Six of Wands. So this is like when I was seeing that horse rearing up, it was kind of comparable to the Six of Wands because this is success in vibration. And the horse, is all about happiness, which is success in vibration. So that we got that incoming as well. Success in vibration, feeling better, feeling good, feeling somewhat satisfied, they're saying. Feeling all right, feeling okay, just not feeling bad in any way, basically. It's a very soothing moon, they're saying. It's got a lot of repairing energy. It's going to repair your energy body, the effects of this moon. After a long fought battle, they're saying. Again, Six of Wands, which is riding into town. The Six of Wands is like with your head held high after winning something. So it's like the end of a battle, basically, is what they're saying. And this is a repairing energy for you. Queen of Pentacles, which is the physical body of the feminine. So it's repairing your physical body. You might need some downtime at the moon. They're saying you might need to just rest, recuperate, put your feet up, often the way anyway with a new moon, because it does just knock the wind out of you sometimes, the energy, the strong energy of the moon. So it's strongly for healing, they're saying. Strongly for relaxation, they're saying. And no worry, and no stress, and no cares. So it's just like turning off your mind, basically, at the moon, and letting it all hang out, they're saying, and letting it go. Just let everything go, rest, relax. Let go of what's going on in your head as well, all your worries and stress. Let go of it, even if it's just over the moon. Because you've got this incoming clarity here. So if you're all up in your head with your own thoughts, churning your thoughts around, the clarity can't always come through. Clarity needs space for a light bulb to go off in your brain. It needs everything else to be shut down. Otherwise, how can a light bulb shine brightly if you've got all these other light bulbs going on and off, all these other thoughts? You won't notice it. You can only see the clarity when you've got nothing going on in your mind, because it arises out of the blue, it arises out of the unconscious state. Maybe sleep through the moon. They're saying like turn everything off. Turn off your computers, maybe turn off your phone, that kind of thing. Put it on silent, that kind of stuff. Don't keep checking your emails. Don't keep checking your texts. Don't book anything. Don't send out any texts or emails so that you don't have to check for answers. Maybe till Tuesday. That kind of stuff. Six of Cups, we've got a reunion here in the Six of Cups, so possible twin flame reunions. It does feel like this, what they're saying is to just shut everything down for this. What I'm getting actually is Sunday. This is Sunday morning still. and I'm getting it from now until Tuesday, late afternoon, evening, to shut everything down and not to check emails, basically, until Tuesday, late on Tuesday. Wherever you are, late on Tuesday, basically. After that, I mean, it'll still be a new moon, but it won't be exact anymore. So they're just saying, just let that the event of the moon pass without. They just said suspicion, which I guess is kind of equating to like wanting to know something and looking at emails and looking at texts and looking for information. You know how often it is with twin flame reunion, you're so on the edge of your seat waiting to hear something, or waiting to know if this is when it's going to happen, that you're checking the emails constantly and you're checking all forms of communication constantly. And that's like, they say you've got to give it some space. So it can come out of the blue, because if you're checking frequently, it can't come out of the blue because you're looking for it all the time. To just let it go so it can arise when you're, when you're not looking, basically. Something like that is what I'm getting. Okay, and then we've got night. And I have to just say, actually, I just suddenly realised I've been just going through all my, you get the what I get is I get constant emails from certain companies that I've signed up for like information on. Funnily enough, last couple of days I've just been unsubscribing from everything, because I've been like, I'm just sick of seeing these same things come in every day, and it says I've got an email, and all it is like some kind of marketing email. So I've just unsubscribed from loads of them, and I've only got a few. It's just about 3 or 4. I get them all the time. So I don't know if that's got something to do with this as well. Might be. What have we got down here? Pain, 3 of Swords, created through pain. 3 is creation, pain of the mind, pain of the heart. This feels like sporadic events as well, they're saying. Maybe that's meaning every time you look at your email or you look for your text and you've got nothing there from your twin flame, it's like a stab of pain. And it's like a deflation in your energy body, because you deflate. It's like oh no, I'm still not there. And you don't want that deflation going on in your energy body because you've looked again. So to just leave it alone and stop scratching the itch is what they're saying, so that you can give it a space around it so it can arise. And then we've got form, Page of Pentacles, which is form showing up. Page is also representative of messages, physical world stuff. So yeah, that's what that is there. Form showing up in the physical world, manifestation of a message. And we've got opposite the moon and the feminine grounded through what they're talking about now. So it's just like, again, they just said turn everything off and shut it all down, they're saying. Shut down the mainframe, they just said as well. So it's like they want all the lights off. I don't know how else to say it. They want you to shut everything down. And then what else have we got? 4 of Swords, which is resting the mind. Meditation, you meditate for like 5 minutes. You can meditate for 5 minutes. Some people do that as like a daily practice or whatever. This is more like an extended meditation through this moon. It is to rest. It is to shut everything off. It is to recuperate. The moon is a healing energy, this Cancer moon. It's going to repay your physical body, they're saying, for the form that shows up. So there's something brand new starting, because it's about clearing out everything from your physical body that has been something that might have been bothering you, so that you're renewed, basically, for what comes next. And again, they need you offline for that to happen. So they need your for you to not be monitoring your surroundings, basically, in any way. So I think it also applies to even answering the door, or looking out to see what's going on outside, that kind of thing. It's just just to kind of keep yourself to yourself, basically. So an extended form of meditation, just not really connecting, they're saying, with the outside world. We've got here, right, Four of Swords, it's the same thing. See what we've got underneath? Queen of Cups, which is go with the flow and let go. And it's also very healing energy. It's Cancer energy, Queen of Cups. So it's just be comparable to the Cancer energy, which is basically loving yourself and loving yourself more and letting go. Don't try and analyze yourself at this moon. Don't try and work yourself out from your own intellect, is what they're saying. So maybe that's the Page of Swords at the beginning, and when they're talking about intellect, it's like, don't try and, the ego always wants to work everything out and find an answer to it. When the ego tries to work everything out, all it finds is pain, because it's ego, so it's always going to come up with something negative. Higher consciousness is always going to find something that's beautiful as the answer, and something that flows, and something that feels good. And it's normally to do with letting go, i.e. just let go and you'll feel better. Whereas the ego always wants to work it out from a lower dimensional perspective, and it always wants to come in with an answer of, you were wrong about that. Look at where you were wrong again, Oh, that's never going to happen. You're completely wrong about that. That's what the ego often says to you. Its first point of call is something that's going to beat you up, right? In some way or another. Look what you did. That's what the ego likes to say as well. Look what you did. And call you out for like something, that you've been badly behaved about or whatever. So as you're trying to like come to terms with something, the best way to come to terms with something, to just let it go. All right, I'm going to pull one more out on all of these before we go. So go with the Queen, Higher Consciousness, High Priestess is coming out on the Queen of Pentacles, which is to access your higher consciousness, your higher self in your physical framework over this moon. Again, it's a let go energy. Shut the doors, close the blinds, keep away from the media, keep away from the news, keep away from all the shenanigans that goes on, all the dark energy, all the misinformation, all the information, keep away from it all. Queen of Cups, and we're going to go with Queen of Cups underneath. Nine of Cups. Well, if anything's telling you to have a drink and relax, it is the Nine of Cups on the Queen of Cups. So maybe some of you want to do that. It's my form of meditation, and there is no judgment in reading soul. So maybe some of you want to also have a drink and relax, help you relax. Actually, what they said to me the other week about Nine of Cups, not the other week, many drinks. They said to me, as many as it takes. So there you have that. That's underlying accessing higher consciousness in a physical state. Basically, it's getting out of your head and getting out of your mentality, basically. Shutting it down for a while, not forever, just for a while. The Star, a Knight of Pentacles, which is healing in the physical as well, and also Star is also representing, they just said booze, basically. I feel when I'm doing these readings, I feel like I really shouldn't be saying this, but I have to say what they say. I've got to tell you what they're telling me. So the healing effect of wine and accessing higher consciousness through the let go that it achieves. Four of Swords. A Knight of Cups, which is romance coming on the let go, basically, and the shutting down of the mind. Feminine shutting down the mind, basically. It's a handover to the masculine so that the masculine can take the reins and move forward. And me, I'm not quite sure how that works yet. I don't feel I've got the full insight into that. Oh, clarity. Maybe that's going to come. Knight of Swords, dark to light. I think going out of ego, basically. So when you're not thinking, because you can't think because you're asleep or you're stoned or whatever, means it's like you've exited your physical body, basically. Your mind leaves. There's something about that space that allows clarity to cut. They just said creep forward. So clarity can arise in the masculine mind through the feminine shutting her mind down, basically, is the answer to my own question that I just asked. And then higher consciousness can move everything forward, because twin flame reunion moves forward through higher consciousness, not through ego. So it's never going to move forward on checking an email to see if someone's contacted you. It's only going to move forward on letting go of checking an email and not thinking about the email at all, if you see what I mean. So getting the email is reliant on you not thinking about the email at all, basically, or the text or the phone call or whatever. So higher consciousness can bring it, basically, once you're not thinking about it. Three of Swords and Ten of Pentacles, which is completion and riches and rewards and physical dimension. And they just said anything can come, basically, through the let go. Anything that you've been desiring can come through letting go of it. Through letting go of everything, basically. Just letting go in your mind of everything, of thinking at all. That's how things move forward into the physical, by not thinking. And just sleeping, shutting down your mind, meditating, chanting mantras to shut down your mind, things like that. We're going to go on the moon, I think, now. On the moon, and then we've got Ace of Cups coming up, which is about love. One love, the one, basically, coming out of the blue, unconscious, from the unconscious state. So clarity coming around the one. And we've got that there as well. And it's related to the form coming up through the let go of the feminine. Let's go on the form, Page of Pentacles, Two of Cups, Twin Flames. So I just have to say I had this really weird experience yesterday. Weirder than the weird that I know. So I do a lot of my letting go whilst watching Jurassic World or one of those other Jurassic movies, because it connects me to my inner child. And I mean, I have to say I've watched Jurassic World since the start of this year, must be 60 times, maybe more. And whilst having a glass of wine. And normally I always let go somehow or other. Sometimes I'll cry about something. Once I've had a few drinks, something will come up and I'll have a cry. Sometimes I'll just suddenly pass out from the alcohol and wake up and I've gone completely out of my body. So I don't know what goes on there in terms of letting go, but obviously I let go. Sometimes I have a really good time and laugh and let go, and it's a really happy time, you know. It's always different. Normally it's not so clear and precise as it was yesterday. So yesterday, as soon as the movie started and we had a scene with Chris Pratt and he was wearing his waistcoat, and I looked at the waistcoat and I thought, I need one of those waistcoats. And then I remembered I used to have a leather jacket that looked like that waistcoat. And I said, but I couldn't wear that now because that was black. I'd need to have it grey. And then I remembered my twin had a coat that was leather that was grey that looked like that jacket. And then I remembered I didn't like that coat that he had, but I did like another coat that he had that was a bit like the waistcoat as well. And then I saw a picture of him in my mind's eye wearing that coat, that jacket that I liked. And suddenly I remembered how much I loved him. And I haven't thought anything or felt anything like that for like months, maybe a year. And just all of a sudden I was crying, and it lasted all of 3 minutes, maybe less, at just this remembrance of how much I loved him. And it had all come about because of watching Jurassic World. So That's the let go, right? But it was so precise. It was so clear. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what you wanted me to watch Jurassic World for today. That is completely clear, just for that, like, quick let go. And then it was all back to normal again. Like nothing had happened. You know, it wasn't elongated or extenuated, this crying. It was just in and out. Anyway, I thought I'd just share that. So, but anyway, Two of Cups is coming on the form, the Page of Pentacles on the message here in the physical. Coming after the moon, realizing it's so. That's what I was trying to tell you with that is a realization that the one is the one. You know, like somebody from like 17 years ago, and still the one, and it can still cause tears. So, and that's not for me, that's for him. So that's for your twin. So when you let go, it's for your twin, as is all the other types of letting go. For them to have the realization that you're the one. So it promotes the arrival of them in the physical. So it's probably related to that Three of Swords. Like, so it's 3 minutes basically, probably less. Fruition, completion on the Ten of Pentacles, who the one is basically. And then coming forward in the Page of Pentacles here, Six of Wands, brand new journey, the Fool. So that's the arrival again. And moving forward in a brand new journey. Is everything cleared? That's it. That's all. They're not saying any more about that. Just brand new journey, start again. All over again. There's actually nothing to say, they say. It's like nothing to say, it's all done. The business is done with, they're saying. Six of Cups. Let's go here. Ace of Swords, brand new communication, coming up on reunion. And that's it. So I feel like it's coming, there's a reunion coming over this moon. I don't know. That's what they're saying, right? Feels like that. Let's see what happens, eh? Alright, so I'm going to let go of that now. Probably going to go and put on Jurassic World yet again. And I shall see you. I'm not going to do one of these weeklies this week because I think this is all we need for today and for this week. I might come back at the midweek and do one, something like that, maybe Wednesday. All right, wishing you all the best. Have a lovely moon. Lots of love. Bye.